Thank you for taking a moment to review Nystrom Education's Exploring Where and Why, People and Places Everywhere, 3rd grade program. There are two keys to the success of Exploring Where and Why: the instructional strategies and the components. Combined, they provide positive learning experiences for all students. Nystrom Education has been publishing educational social studies materials for over 110 years now. Our goal is to help students understand where they are in the world and why it matters. Nystrom products provide experiences directly related to academic success and facilitate greater social studies literacy through content that builds both background knowledge and key skills. Nystrom's Exploring Where and Why programs are a carefully scaffolded and spiraling set of hands-on programs that build from one grade level to the next. They teach the key concepts of history, geography, economics, and civics while reinforcing reading, writing, language development, and academic vocabulary. The activity-based lessons integrate hands-on and print materials as they build social studies concepts and skills. These hands-on programs give every child an opportunity to succeed. Each component isn't an extra, they are the core. Lessons are completely activity-based. That's why there are no textbooks. Instead, children interact with the components. The components are fully integrated into a carefully planned instructional model with strategies to engage children of differing ability levels and learning styles. With so many options, every kid can find something to engage with. It develops responsible citizens in the community, country, and world. It develops multicultural awareness and sensitivity. It reinforces reading, writing, math, and science, and develops critical thinking skills. Exploring Where and Why integrates frequent assessment and evaluation. It simulates a variety of intelligences and provides learning opportunities for diverse student populations to ensure success for all students. Nystrom's instructional model for the Exploring Where and Why program provides specific, repeated, systematic exposure to content. First, students acquire knowledge through whole class instruction. Then, they apply it with the hands-on activities. Next, they need to reorganize the knowledge using graphic organizers, and finally, they'll write about it through the writing prompts. This series moves the students' focus from the world they know best, their neighborhood and community, to the large, less familiar world, the state of Florida, the United States, and the world. The lessons integrate the social sciences of history, civics, culture, economics, and geography in age-appropriate contexts. Exploring Where and Why builds a framework for studying people and places near and far, and how neighborhoods and communities change over time. In this video, we are going to introduce you to Exploring Where and Why, People and Places Everywhere, 3rd grade program. Students focus on a variety of communities. They explore their characteristics, focusing on concepts of size, location, history, and common needs, such as places to work, transportation and communication, laws and leaders. Their study includes their own community as well as others in the U.S. and world. Let's take a closer look. We will be watching 3rd graders working on Lesson 5, Activity Events in Our History in Unit 4 of the People and Places Everywhere Teacher's Guide.
I want you to look there at your map, and I want you to find Mexico. Mexico is to the south of our United States. If you can find Texas, put your finger on Mexico.
This specific lesson meets Florida State Standards SS 3G 1.1, 1.4, 1.6, and 2.4. Each unit begins with an overview that provides a summary, time frame, list of lessons and assessments, suggested library books, and a letter home for families on the other side. Each lesson in the Teacher's Guide uses a 2-page spread in the Map Champ Atlas. You can see how you move through the lesson, beginning with the overview, objectives for the lesson, and vocabulary. In the Getting Started section of the lesson, the teacher engages students in the topic. focuses the students on the activity and reinforces prior knowledge through discussions of their own experiences.
How many of you have ever taken a long trip before? Taken a long trip. Okay, good. Put your hands back down. How did you travel when you went on this trip? Did you walk? Did you ride a horse? How did you get there? What is one of the ways that you got there? By car. How about you, Kaysen? Airplane.
This seamlessly flows into the teaching section of the lesson. Each objective ties directly to the teaching strategy. Suggested questions help teachers guide instruction to engage students in conceptual thinking as well as skill development.
Today we're going to be talking about transportation in the United States. A long time ago, before there were trains, before there were cars, before there were airplanes. I want you to open your MapChamp Atlas to page 34.
Each lesson includes 2 to 5 activities that explore the theme and develop basic skills and concepts. They provide a way to actively involve the students and reinforce many cross-curricular skills, such as critical thinking. The hands-on materials engage students in observation, exploration, and reflection, while group activities encourage students to collaborate to exchange ideas and points of view.
1519, the Spanish explorers bring the horses to America. So on your map there, I want you to draw lines going up from Mexico into the United States. They don't have to go very far, just draw them up into Texas. Draw a line going up into Texas from your horse.
Exploring Where and Why offers several formal and informal opportunities to assess student progress. The program uses EPRs to provide frequent and immediate means of seeing which students are on task and which need help. Completed activity sheets can be collected and reviewed to evaluate student progress as well. Every unit has 2 assessment options: paper and pencil written assessment and hands-on assessments that use program components.
Put your lid on your marker. I'm going to see what you know. Okay, I want you to hold your map up and listen to my question. All right, so let's see what you learned today. That was kind of a long lesson. Which was the earliest road to the west?
The 3rd grade Florida Teaching Supplement provides supplemental state-specific lessons, plus a week-by-week curriculum map keyed to Florida State's social studies standards, making our 3rd grade program remarkably easy to teach. Kids love how hands-on the lessons are, and teachers love how well kids learn when they are looking, moving, listening, talking, touching, when they are completely engaged. Teachers love the teacher's guides because they are so easy to use. The Teacher's Guide provides detailed, scripted, step-by-step lesson plans, which helps to reduce the amount of planning time required by the teacher. It is broken up into 6 units. Each unit contains 5 to 6 lessons. Each lesson includes 2 to 4 activities. Each activity has its own lesson plan and takes 15 to 20 minutes to complete. This format provides flexibility for teachers to move at their own pace and easily differentiate instruction by combining lessons or perhaps incorporating one of the trade books from the literacy library. In exploring Where and Why, all components are core components. They work together to give students a variety of opportunities to build deep understanding. The complete program is contained on one cart and includes 1 People and Places Everywhere Teacher's Guide, 1 Florida Grade 3 Teacher Supplement, 15 MapChamp Atlases, 1 set of 6 9-inch 3rd grade activity globes, 2 sets of 30 desk maps, 1 set of U.S. World desk maps, and another set of the urban and rural desk maps, 2 wall maps, 6 raised relief United States desk maps in a 3D landscape, narrow and wide-tipped markers, and a Grade 3 literacy library, which provides 12 different trade books that can introduce or support program content. The activities for each book will engage students by expanding concepts, reinforcing skills, and making cross-curricular connections in reading, math, social studies, critical thinking, writing, science, and art. The last item included in the program isn't one you can see on the cart. It is the Florida Grade 3 digital package. Access to this resource can be found at www.explore.nystromeducation.com. It provides week-by-week curriculum maps for meeting state standards, a downloadable teacher's guide with reproducible handouts, a digital MapChamp atlas, and digital maps and mapping tools. Thank you for taking the time to consider our program for adoption. The Exploring Where and Why, People and Places Everywhere 3rd grade program provides a hands-on approach to learning. It's not just that the lessons meet the Florida state standards, it's that your kids will meet the standards. They will better understand where they are in the world and why it matters.